Okay, all right, so before we do anything, we start off just nice and grounded. So yeah, just sitting in a cross-legged if that's okay. And just noticing how you feel. So finding that idea of center. So allowing your hands just to rest on your knees. Just find that little kind of central place. And a nice way to think about it is thinking about your spine as a central column from your your base chakra, which is in your pelvis, all the way up the spine to the crown of your head. And then just think about that as your measuring device. So if you go a little bit right, a little bit left, a little bit back, a little bit forward. There's always a central place, this groundedness. And then just let gravity support your weight in the pelvis. So you kind of melt into the floor, but at the same time, that's kind of rooting chakra where you can send the energy up to the crown of your head as well. So just kind of getting this nice central idea, somewhere to check into. Yeah, and then let's do some circles. So start to move around that spine as if it is a central column. And you're kind of pivoting around it. And as you do that, shrug your shoulders so you can breathe into parts of your back and your shoulder blades that might be a bit tight. Tucking the chin into the chest is really nice as well, because then you get a nice and long neck. Shrugging the shoulders as well. And so you kind of get used to as well pushing away the knees to sort of allow yourself to expand those circles. And then swap the direction, go the other way. So you're really feeling into every part. And breathing into every part. And then slowly bringing yourself back to that center, place that we always come back to. All right, then gently open your eyes and then taking your hands behind your fingers pointing forward. So even just with that, rather than being too habitual about it, squeeze the shoulder blades together and you'll find that moves the arms back anyway. Fingers pointing forward and then just find the floor behind you and take the weight into the heels of the hands so that there's some pressure on the heels of the hands. The fingers are light. Pressing into the heels of the hands so that the pelvis can lift off the floor. Baby. And if the knees reach, then you can lift the pelvis higher and just squeeze the shoulder blades together. So it doesn't have to be anything to do with lower back. It's really just kind of drawing forward the hips and squeezing the shoulders. If the head goes back as well, great, let it. But if it doesn't comfortably, then don't worry about it. All right, and slowly lowering yourself back down. Right, you're going to come over the knees if your knees allow. If not, go to the side and up to all fours. So whichever way is easier for you. We'll just come up onto our all fours here. Great, all right, so from our all fours, let's just stretch out the body first. So leaning onto your right knee, let your left leg go straight out behind you. And then take your right hand off the mat, so you can lean on that side and then peel over the left side a bit more and bring your left heel down to the floor if it be. Yeah, nice. Top arm over the ear, so reach towards the front with that left arm. But keep pressing into the right hand so the hips feel like they're reaching up to the ceiling a bit. And then maybe you can look underneath your armpit towards the ceiling, if it allows. Yeah. Nice and left here. Keep reaching forward with the fingers and pressing into the outer edge of that left foot. Nice. Now from here, lift up the left leg and see if you can bend the knee and grab the ankle. Just see what that feels like. A bit of balance first, yeah. And then push the ankle into the hand, and again squeeze on the shoulder blades together. Make sure you're not holding your breath. So breathe around. Great. Now keep that leg up, but just take your left hand back down onto the mat. Take your right hand onto the mat as well. Yeah. Now from here, I'm going to take the right hand behind and grab the ankle from this angle. So it's very different to the other way. So bend the knee as much as you need to follow the ankle, and then push the ankle into the hand, and then you're just keeping the torso forward. So you get a little bit of a Stretch on the quadricep, also a little bit of a curve in the lower back, but really it's feeling a nice squeeze of the lower back muscles, more than anything else. Yeah. All right, I'll let that go. Bring the right hand back down to the floor. Tuck your right toes under. First of all, though, we're going to take a nice inhale. Lift up the legs and more, look forward. And then exhale. Bring that knee in towards the nose. You round your lower spine. You feel the spine rounding. And then we hold that roundedness in. So keep putting that knee towards your nose. It's not going to touch, but just that direction. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Take all the way onto the hands. Rock forward a little bit. And then take that left foot all the way back into a three-legged dog. And one-legged dog. Three, goodness. Yeah, actually it is three, isn't it? Oh. All right, so keep reaching out the left foot all the way back. Stretching it out. Letting that right calf muscle lengthen a little bit. You can feel it there, you know. Yeah, and then just bring that left knee down to the floor. Keep the right leg. So move that right leg further away. Same on the other side. So left hand comes out the side and then peel over the right side of your body. Take that top arm up and over the ear. Take the right heel down to the floor. Keep pressing on that left hand to turn your torso towards the ceiling a bit, maybe, if it will. Yeah, and then bend the right knee, grab your right ankle. So grab your ankle first, and then pushing the foot into the hand so that you turn a bit. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pressing the foot into the hand. Yeah. And then let go of the foot, and bring the right hand back down onto the mat. Now notice how your hips pivot down towards the floor again. So you straighten off the hips, and then take the left hand back behind you. So you're going to take your left hand, grab that. Makes me a balance, I don't and then where is that? And then whenever you get a hold of, push into the hand, yeah. And lift up the chest a bit, so you can like drawing it forward. All right, now let go of whatever you've got hold of. Take the left hand down. Take another inhale first, opening up the chest, and then bring that knee towards your nose and round your spine. Spread your fingers. Really get all the way onto the hands first. Then tuck your left toes under. Rock forward a little bit, and then press that right foot all the way back into your three-legged dog on this side. Stretch it away. And then just drop the right foot into a regular dog. So you might need to walk your feet back a bit, see how you feel with your down dog. But really pressing away, so pressing the heels and the hands to draw the body back towards your hips. Now take an inhale, but tuck your chin into your chest as you roll through the spine into a plank. So you're coming forward into your plank, keep pressing the floor away. Bend your knees and then roll back into your down dog again. So just push the floor away. So we'll work with the breath. So chin to chest, inhale, come forward into your plank. Down and bend the knees, exhale, push away into your down dog. One more like that. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, bend the knees, rolling back. Awesome. Weight on the left foot, inhale your right leg up behind you. Feel it nice and high. Come right up to your left toes and then step the right foot forward. In between your hands, yeah. Look forward just for balance, bend the back knee, take all the way onto the back foot as well as you can. So inhale, lift things up, spread the fingers, and then exhale, just kind of melting a little bit here. And again, inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, just reach for the floor. So keep high, but reach for the floor with the left fingertips. Yeah, and then start to turn around towards the ceiling. So it's very open. Twist. Yeah, now stay nice and high with the hips, but bring the right fingertips down to the floor. We're going to draw the right hip back and come into this forward leg stretch. So just letting yourself fall over that front leg. Getting the hamstring stretch, getting the calf stretch a little bit. And then look up, look forward again, and bring your left heel down to the floor. Nice. Keep your right hand where it is, right fingertips where they are, but reach your left hand forward towards me. Now start to raise the left arm slowly, and then start to look underneath the armpit See if you can come into this nice extended, yeah, you will got that stretch here. So it's difficult with the legs straight to see how you can go. Now bend the knee, the front knee. That's it. Now press on the right foot. You're going to come up into your warrior two from here. So press the floor away with that right foot. And then you just, yeah, so right there. Nice. Flip the front palm. Inhale takes you back. Exhale, we're going to cartwheel the hands down. So just take it really nice and mindfully, stepping it back. If you want to keep that right leg up as you come down, then you can bend the elbows back in and nice exhale to the floor. Beautiful. Let the toes go flat here. Always, let the toes relax when you can. We don't need them. Inhale, coming up. Pause here for a moment, just kind of feeling this nice up dog, looking around a little bit. And then with your toes flat, you can choose whether you roll over them or you tuck them under. But before you do anything, weight on the hands, lift up your knees, feel that first of all. And then just think about lifting the hips, just lifting the hips up all the way until you have to either tuck the toes under or roll over them. Nice, beautiful. Just pressing the floor away. And then when you're ready, leaning on your right foot, lift up your left leg. Take that nice and high. Don't even think about what's coming next. Just feel that nice and open. Come right up onto your right toe so you get the hips really nice and high. And as you breathe out, step the left foot forward. In between your hands, yeah. And then look forward for the balance. And get all the way at the back foot as you come up. So you come up this way. So you can inhale, up. And then just one and relax here. Excellent, nice. So inhale, lifting up. Now just reach for the floor with the right fingertips. You're staying really nice and open as you just kind of reach down and then start to look up to the ceiling. So you start to turn the toes over as well. Nice. Yeah, and then on your next exhale, bring that left hand down, just staying on the fingertips as well. Bring your left hip back, so straighten the front leg. So you feel that nice stretch in the hamstring. Maybe you'll let yourself fall over that left leg a bit. Relax. Yeah. Now let the right heel come down to the floor. Keep your left hand where it is on the fingertips and reach your right hand forward. So you get that nice length first. So reaching right forward. When you're at this point, reach the fingertips as far as they'll go and press into the outer edge of the right foot. And then you can start looking underneath the right armpit. Yeah, and then make it easier by bending the left knee into this extended warrior. Now you're going to press on the left foot to bring you up. So press on the left foot and bring you all the way up. You arrive already with your warrior two. Lift the front palm. Inhale takes you back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Keep it nice and strong. So you bring the hands down. Sweep the left foot back and see if you can hold it up. Since you did on the other side. Bend the elbows back and lower down. Nice. Toes nice and flat, remember. Inhale here. Let's come into child's pose first, just to lengthen up the back. Knees wide, and then round through your spine as you exhale. Into that child's pose. And just feel everything kind of opening up, lengthening out. Keep creeping those fingertips forward. Breathing into that nice long back. Nice long spine here. And one more breath. And then looking forward, inhale, come all the way back up. Tuck the toes under, exhale back. Into your down dog. So get your feet so that if it's hard to get the heels down, walk the feet in just a little bit more. Yeah, and now take a bend in your knees, so you come on the toes and look forward and see if you just bunny hop forward to the front. Nice, yeah. And then inhale here, so get nice and long. Exhale, bend the elbows and legs. Just fall over those legs for a moment, just this forward fold. Maybe swaying side to side just a little bit, maybe taking hold of the elbows. Either way, letting your head hang, keep the back of the neck nice and long. And then slowly, we're going to uncurl, coming all the way. Standing. The head's always last after the shoulders. Yeah. We're just getting kind of upright again, blood circle. And we'll take a few salutes just to get that energy going. And then we'll get a little bit funky with our poses. So always standing your feet with apart. So you've always got that nice grounded balance. Yeah, all right. So let's just do straightforward salutes and then we'll come into it. All right, so take a nice inhale here. So really nice and open. Let's follow the breath every time. Exhale, coming forward. Hands on the shins, inhale. Place the hands, this is all one out breath. You're going to take one leg up if you want, exhaling to the floor. So you're stepping back into plank, coming all the way down. That's all one out breath. Nice. Inhaling here. Maybe tuck the toes under this time, exhale back into your down dog. You need to walk the feet in a little bit, then do so. Bend the knees, look forward, hopping forward. This is still on the out breath. And then we inhale, looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring all the way up. Hands together, exhale. Let's continue. Inhale. One breath per movement, exhale, and down. Inhale, looking up. This is all one out breath. As you plant the hands, step back into a plank and lower to the floor. Also, inhaling here. Tuck the toes under, exhale. Keep the breath out and look forward, bunny hop, feet forward. So you're ready now to take a nice inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale, all the way up. Yeah. Nice. Exhale, bring those up. Alright, we'll do one more of those. So notice when you get to the top, give yourself that little breather, literally do and then we bring ourselves up. Okay, so we'll do it one more time. So take a nice inhale here. Exhale, forward. Inhale. One hand step back, lower to the floor on the out breath. Inhaling. Tuck the toes under, exhaling. Look forward, bunny hop. Take a nice inhale here, do you need it? Exhale, let it go. Arms to side, inhale, all the way up. Exhale, great, alright. So we'll add a few more things into that now. So we'll give us an inhale first. And then just come down any way you like. It doesn't have to be forward, it can be to the side, whatever feels nice. Yeah, inhale, looking up. As high as you like. Love that. It really doesn't matter. Do what feels nice. If it feels good, go with it. Exhale to the floor. Inhale here. Down dog. Exhale. Pausing here. We're going to lift up that right leg. Come right up onto your left toes. So you're creating space to step the right foot forward. In between the hands. Nice. Press the floor away. Inhale. Lifting yourself up. Exhale, twist to the right. Drop the right hand, inhale the left arm up, get some length here, really reach it back. And then exhale, bring the elbow over the thigh, into a twist. Yeah, maybe the hands will come together, maybe it won't, it doesn't matter. Turning a little bit more if the hands do come together. Here, that right shoulder, takes a bit of balance, I know. Yeah. Looking forward. Inhale, lift yourself back up to the center. Left heel down, straight into warrior two. Flip the front arm, inhale, takes you back. Nice. Exhale, forearm on the thigh. Let this right hand slip down to the floor now. Nice. As we've been here before. Beautiful. Yeah. Press the right foot, inhale, come all the way back up. This time straight in front leg. Triangle, exhale, reach forward with that right hand. Reach, breathe. Inhale the left arm up. Pause here for breath or two. Triangle, nice and smooth. When you're ready with your out breath, bring that left hand all the way down to the floor. Bend the right knee, look forward, come into warrior one. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, that hand sweep behind. Oh, okay. Sweep behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a nice inhale here. Move the hands away and then press into the back foot as you come forward inside that thigh. Pause here for a moment. Let your head go. Keep the neck really nice and long. Breathe into that space now. If you're comfortable here, see now if you can straighten your right leg. It can be quite strong, so just go easy on yourself. If you can, great. Awesome. Yeah. Now from here, stay where you are, but just turn your right toes into the left-hand side of your mat, so you're turning to the side. Yes, see how that works? Beautiful. Great. And now release your hands and let them come down to the floor. Have your elbows pointing back behind you. Yeah, just let yourself sink there a little bit. Breathing as you go. Yeah, and then from here, we're going to do a little bit of, see, a little bit of this movement. So bending one knee, coming over to that side. Yeah, and then the other side. If one toe wants to come up, let it. And moving side to side. Get those inner thighs, getting some length. Moving side to side. And then when you come back to the right side, to your right foot, take the hands either side of that right foot. Yeah, now notice how you have to move your feet, you have to pivot around, right? To face the front. And then step that right foot back into your plank. Maybe the right leg stays up. I'm just teasing you. It doesn't have to have the legs held to the floor. Yeah, let the toes go flat. Let's come into child's pose. So inhale, push the floor away. Knees wide, round the spine. Just checking in with yourself here. Notice how you are. Notice if you're holding on to any muscles or breath, or is there any room for melting a bit more? Allowing yourself that space. One more breath here. Keeping the hands out in front. Inhale, come back up. Tuck the toes under, so shoulder and wrist on the toes under. And then ease into your plank first, and then your down dog. Push the floor away. Yeah. All right. So always playing around with your feet, the distance between them and your hands, and see what feels nice, what feels a bit more grounded. And pressing into the heels of the hands so that the armpits feel like they're stretching. So if you really get the armpits feeling longer, that's kind of where you want yourself to be. That chest is reaching towards your thighs, pressing into the heels of the hands rather than the fingers. All right, so when you're ready, leaning on the right foot, inhale your left leg up, take it up nice and high, right up onto your right toes, and then step it through. In between your left foot forward. All right, inhale. One exhale, twisting. Exhale. Drop the left hand, inhale the right arm up. Get the left foot now, so I can do it time. Bring that right elbow over the left thigh, and then maybe take the hands together. Up to you. Making sure you can still breathe into the belly, because even in these twists, it feels like the belly's a long way away or it's restricted. Just so good. You could try, if you want, to see if the right fingertips come to the floor. Or halfway, the left hand can still go up. Yeah, you can press, if your fingertips don't reach, you can still press that arm into the leg. It's the same thing. Nice. Yeah. Awesome. All right, release, come back to the center, inhaling. Right heel comes down, exhale, warrior two. Lift front palm, inhale, takes you back. Forearm on the thigh to begin, and then it might just slip down to the floor. The fingertips might, yeah, top of arm over here. You have to breathe that armpit. Softening through your toes, try not to bring them back too much. And then inhale, press on the left to bring yourself up, straighten the front leg. If you do, getting ready for triangle. Exhale, reaching forward. Down. Take a moment here in your triangle just to feel it. Then from the look forward, come into warrior one. Inhaling here. Exhale, let the hands come down behind your back. Cross the fingers, take a nice inhale. Press in the back foot as you exhale. Come down. Inside. Letting your head hang here. Nice and loose. Breathe into that space. And if you're comfortable with it, straightening that left leg, if it will, but only if it will. Feels a bit too much, you always bend the knee. And then, bend the knee anyway. Look forward, bring the hands down all the way through our vinyasa. So same thing, see if you can sweep the left foot back and lower down to the floor. Nice, exhaling here, beautiful. Inhaling. Knees wide, rounding through the spine, exhaling. Breathing here. Nice and deep. Just 2 more breaths here. Keeping the arms out in front, looking forward. Taking an inhale and coming back up. Waiting till the shoulders over the wrists, tuck those under, back into your child's pose. So plank and down. Getting your feet nice and sturdy again, where they feel okay. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit funky here. So we're going to lift up that right leg, bend the right knee and open up the hip. And let all the weight come onto the left hand. The right hand's still on the floor, but it just feels lighter. Again, take that right armpit, reaching up the ceiling. And then come right onto your left toes. But keep that right hip really high. So take an inhale first, and as you breathe out, right knee, right elbow. So don't kind of let the body rock forward. So it comes forward. Nice. Inhale, take it all the way back. So push the floor away. Now right knee, left elbow, come forward. Yes. Inhale, take it all the way back. One more each side. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, push it back. Last one. Left elbow. Hold it here. Let the left heel come to the floor. So your left heel, And then the right foot goes out in front. That's it, fallen triangle. Now push, now don't let the hips come down like this. Push the floor away, lift up that left hand. Nice, beautiful. Maybe you know enough to see a bit more. Left hand can go behind you, whatever it wants to do. Now, here's the funky bit. That right hip's gonna come down to the floor now. You're gonna roll over to your left leg and just fold over just for a moment. Then you're going to inhale, come back, bring yourself back, both hands on the floor. Now use this pressure in your hands to lift up the hips. And now you're going to sweep this right foot all the way back behind you. So it's going to come like this into a wild thing. That's it, you guys can do that. Beautiful. Great, bring the right hand down. Let's come all the way back into our child's pose. Take your time getting there. So you breathe on our child's pose. It's a really nice place to come back to, just to go, okay, I want to go on now. Breathing into your body. I know it can be quite strong on your wrists. I appreciate that, by the way. You know, so if you need to grip your wrists at all when you're taking these rests, then do move around a little bit. All right, so look, before we do the other side, what really helps is when you make a mental note of it in your head, you visualize yourself doing it first. So just for a minute, while we're in our child's pose, visualize what we're doing. You're going to go from here. Don't do it now, just visualize it. Visualize yourself tucking your toes under and going back into your dog. You're going to lift up that left leg, bend that left knee, and open up the hip. Then you're going to keep those hips really high as you bring the left knee to the left elbow. You're going to take it back, right elbow, back, left elbow, back, right elbow. Then you're going to bring that left foot forward. The right heel will have to come down. And then you've got your forward triangle. So just going to see yourself doing that. And then we're ready. So we're going to look forward. Take a nice inhale, coming up Tuck your toes under, exhale. Down, down. Lifting up the left leg, bending that left knee, opening up the hip, looking underneath the armpits. Yeah, and getting really high on those toes, the right toes. Keep the left knee bent, keep the left hip high. Take it in first. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, push the body away. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, push it away. Left elbow. Inhale, push it away. Right elbow. This is where you pivot the right heel to the floor and the left heel goes straight. So take your right heel down for groundedness, yes. Push the floor away, up and up. Yeah, nice. Now remember you're going to lower the left hip down to the floor now. So put your bottom down, yes. Now turn to your right leg. Take a forward fold over it. That means exhale there. So breathing out. Inhale, come back to the center. Take your hands back on the floor. Lift up the hips. Pivot around on those back toes to the left foot. Drops behind it to the left. You've got this. Beautiful. Yeah. Nice. And then find the floor with the left hand and lower back down. Awesome. Love it. All right. Push the floor away. Come up onto your knees. And let's just bring ourselves up to really up. Great. Maybe you can you both the back of your mat anyway. Yeah, you need that space. So we're going to step the right foot forward first, and then really let yourself sink into this. Like really feel this here, lengthening and tight. It's always going to feel tight. I think no matter how flexible you are, it's going to feel tight. So allow it to soften a bit of time. Maybe the hands, if they reach, great. If they're doing the line, soften the forwards and fly like you're doing, absolutely fine. Or you could try moving the right foot slightly further forward because it does bring you lower down. The center of gravity, I guess, towards a little bit lower. So you can kind of move into it nice and easy here. Yeah. Now what we're going to do from here is going to bring up the toes. Yeah, draw that hip back. Now you can decide to either stay like this. Actually, sorry, we'll do one thing before we do anything else. Keep your left fingertips to the floor and lift up your right hand. Mercifully. Yeah, and now bring the right hand down. Now you can either stay with this, and if you stay with this, what you're working on is drawing the right hip back and lowering down. Or, if you want to, you can try and come into a version of splits. I can't get all the way down. I can't do them. Did you? I've never, ever got like, wow. On the other side, and just it's so difficult. I know. Well, I've never got it. I've never got there yet. But I do know that, however, when you go to your limit here, and you learn to soften into it, you feel really good afterwards when you let go of it. It feels like you're like that pain that you just get. So yeah, just being easier on yourself a little bit, but just allowing it to get a good stretch out. And there's no easy elegant way of coming out of this other than lifting up your hips, and it's difficult to scooch this foot back to get stuck on the mat and then this happens. So you have to lift it up, and like I say, there's no elegance around that one at all. But however you manage, come back to the kneeling position, and we'll do the same on the other side. It's a really good leg stretch. So left foot's going to go far forward. So take it further forward than you think it even wants to go, you know, and then sink into that space. So you can get a little bit lower into that psoas muscle, and with the fingertips on the floor, you can then sway, and the swaying helps you not jar into the pose. It just kind of softens you into it gradually. A little bit. Yeah. All right. I'm going to bring that left foot back down on the floor if we came off a bit. And draw, bring up the toes and then draw the left hip back. So you're getting the initial hamstring stretch first. Then come up with your fingertips, lift you quite high. But keep the right fingertips on the floor, maybe up to the right a bit, and then lift up your left hand. That's it. Keep drawing the toes back. Feel that even more. Yeah, all right, they've got that nice chest, bring the fingertips down, and then you decide. And you come forward over that leg, or you want to kind of go a bit further. One leg's always a bit easier than the other, isn't it? So try and get your toes up so the heel can move a bit. But don't worry about how low you go, it's not about that. It's really about finding your edge. And so you get the full benefit for you. Feel that either way. Another nice thing you can do, which I haven't done for ages actually, you can get a couple of blocks so you can kind of almost feel what it's like to go the way down to one. And it supports you, of course. All right, you know what? I think a nice way to get out of this is if you take your hands to the right, so off the mat a bit, so lean onto your hands on the right hand side. I need to see that. Beautiful, great. All right, let's tuck the toes under at the back of your mat, and then come onto your little squat. So come into this nice little squat here. Yeah. And now let's take a little crowy. If you want to, you can maybe just play around doing these nice little side twists if you like, or if you want to go for the crow, let's do it. I think you guys will do it. So spread your fingers. Always have floor coverage, and please look forward. Always look forward. Look towards the top of your mat. It's going to be a good gauge for you. And lift up the knees as again. Yeah, nice. Yes. Just look forward, keep looking forward, and put those toes up, Marie, and then that's it. Nice, gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah. So it's rocking. Are you breathing now? The breath is one thing. So all you need to practice on Mercedes is just lifting up one foot. So you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to. The more you tuck the toes up, you get a little more energy. There you go. Yeah. Beautiful. So, see with you, when you're perfectly in position just to lift up, just to do that, just to back up, that's it. Now take that foot down. Now do the same with the other foot, that's it. Okay? And you can just keep playing with that until you go, oh, you know what? Yes, good point. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You'll feel it more. And I think when you look forward, you feel it more rather than looking at your toes to come. Yeah. So you just keep practicing that until one day you go, oh, actually, I can do that. Yeah.
What's the difference between the crow and the crane?
Oh, the crane. I think the crane is more of a side crow, I think. Have I got that right? But I think the crane is more, I think the crane is, I think it's this one.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's a tricky one to get hold, but you know, we'll move on to that. We will do that one day. We will. It's a nice one to do it too, yeah. But the crow also has its different things to do with it as well. I mean, some people like jumping back from it. I don't like that because so you're in this position here, and some people like to kind of like walk back. I don't like that because I think any jarring of the lower back is not good. You know, that's why I hop forward when I work that up back. But that's just my subjective experience. All right, so let's get you guys moving again. So from our crow, let's mindfully move into a down dog. So you take your hands down, just creep them forward until you find yourself, yeah, I'm in that position again. That's my familiar place. Yeah. All right. So leaning onto your left foot, inhale your right leg up. Coming onto your left toes. If you want to take a little hop, of course, he's always there. I just like checking these things in. Kids. Nice. Yeah. Whenever you want to, you can step that right foot forward. And between your hands. Nice. Great. Now from here, nice and low, again, using gravity as your friend, you're nice and low. Have your hands on the floor, keep them forward until the back leg lifts up. Nice. Now, right hand, keep them where it is. Leave that left hand will open up into your half moon. Yes, nice. Beautiful. The left hip can open up more as well, maybe. Beautiful. Make sure you're still breathing. Really important to keep breathing. Yeah. Now, see if you can come up to standing from here without taking the left foot down until you get up. All the way up. Yeah, so these transitions are all part of the balance as well. Beautiful. We'll do all that on the other side. So let's inhale here. Take your time with this down dog. Slowly come down and together rather. Inhaling. Exhale, sitting it back. Big feet of vinyasa if you want to. Going to be back in that down dog anyway. Just feeling that for a moment. Noticing your down dog. Yeah, lifting up the left leg, taking it up nice and high. So much so that you want to come up on the right toes even more. Maybe you'll lift it a little hop. It's just there if you want to. And then when you step that left foot forward, you can. Sorry, mistake is the left foot. It's going to be that's okay. And as you're on the floor, you just quick those hands forward. Yeah. So get used to that first. In fact, try taking off both hands together just into a prayer position, into your chest to begin with to get that nice balance. Yes, it's lovely. It's so nice. Yeah. And then from there, you can try bringing both hands down, left fingertips on the floor, but always open up the hip first. The right hip wants to open up before the hand comes off the floor. Sorry, you're doing perfectly. I'll show you how to balance. That's all right. It happens. My goodness, I lose balance all the time. But with this idea here, if you lift the arm up too much, it's harder then to lift up the hip. If you open up the hip first, see how that kind of opens up like that, and then you're already in the right position, so it's a lot less to balance with if you bring it up by hand. And also, if your left fingertips are off to the side, you've got more chance of balancing. If you're in a tightrope, it's harder. Yeah. So just those tiny things make all the difference. So. Yeah, from here, and then look forward before you come out. So always think about where you're going before you move. So coming up to stand from here, look forward, and then slowly just keep your focus on that point as you bring up. Right back. Yeah. That's so good. All right. Do you want to do one last little flow before we come down, or are you good? You're good? All right, awesome. Do the one. Everything you know, just lower there. But really focus on the breath and movement, because that then becomes really meditative. So, all right, so inhaling. Exhale. Hands on the shins. Inhale. Place the hands down. Exhale all the way to the floor. Inhaling. Down dog. Exhaling. Inhale, right leg up. Step it through in between your hands as you breathe out. Look forward. Inhale. We'll do one little melt. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Twist to the right as you breathe out. Back to the center as you breathe in. Left heel down as you breathe out. Flip the front palm. Inhale, take it back. Curl the hands down to the floor. Step it back. Vinyasa all the way to the floor. Inhaling, down dog, exhale. Inhale, the left leg up behind you. Exhale, step it through. Look forward, press the floor leg in. Let it go, out. Sorry. In, twist to the left, exhale. Back to the center, in. Right heel down, out. From palm in, take it back. Palm of the hands all the way down, meeting back in child's pose when you're ready. Exhale. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, using the breath this way really kind of slows everything down a little bit as well, even though you're still moving. But keeping your arms out in front, you're going to keep it really low, don't worry, but keep your hands out in front, just come up onto all fours again, with your hands wide out in front, here, yeah. We're going to thread the needle, so we're going to take this right hand underneath, so draw your right shoulder to the floor, so try and bring that down, so try and bring the arm down, let's see what's happening. Okay, let's see what's up. All right, so yes, exactly what it's I feel it. That's good. It's good. Yeah, so think about the knee hammer. And then relax the right hand. Relax the fingers. Don't try and reach too hard. Just let everything fall into that position. Allow the floor to support you again. And then find the floor with the left hand and push yourself back up. Swap it over. Always if you keep the hands out in front, that will help as well keep your hips further away from your knees. So if we're like this, it's much harder to kind of go to you. So you want a little space here. So go on the other side, your shoulder comes down. And play around a bit. You can do whatever you like with that right hand if you want to. There's all sorts of things you can, once you get comfortable with this, you kind of like take that right hand back, play around it. To just slowly feeding into your unique experience of what you need. And then just take the right hand back to the floor and push yourself all the way back up. Great, yeah. So let's bring the knees out in front, come up onto our bottoms. And let's just take the legs out and have a bend in the knees. And so that you can feel these hip creases like you're coming from the hips. That's supposed to be coming back. So feel like you're kind of sticking your bottom out behind you and just think chest to thighs, these two connecting. They don't have to touch, but that's the idea. So you might kind of like slowly put your hands down, a little rock side to side helps you in. And another thing I like to do is put my kind of like a snooker cue thing, my thumb and my forefinger just behind the heels. And then you got a little bit of support for them if they need to kind of slip forward a little bit. The more you get into it, you might slide them away a bit, or you can keep the knees nice and bent. But support your back, be really nice and kind to yourself. Bent knees is fine, it really doesn't matter. You're just getting a nice long back from your sacrum. Breathing into that space. No matter how low you go. And every in-breath is an energizing breath. Breath is a letting go. So thinking about it millimeter by millimeter, if that. One more breath here. And then gently push the floor away and bring yourself back up. So you kind of feel this, this difference from being down to being up. Now I'm going to be a little bit evil now and give you a last little thing to do. So if you just kind of bring yourself into this position, we're going to do some a little core exercise. But it'll feel so lovely when you do Shavasana. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 of these going back, and then we're going to take 5 to each side, so it'll be 10 in total. So you guys can like so inhale, go back. You have to take your head down, just go to kind of go to this position. And then exhale, go up. Don't worry if you will, it's all good. Okay. Inhale, exhale. So use the breath. 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, to the side, the knees go up, the feet go out to the left. So inhale as you walk to the right. That's it. Let's get ninja. Exhale, come up. Inhale to the left. 3, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Cross your legs, take your hands behind you, fingers pointing forward. Lean onto those knees, squeeze shoulders. Just feels a little bit nice when you do that. Really bottom back down. This is also a nice time. Normally do this at the beginning, but then coming down to each side. Feels like you've earned it. And then the other side. Get back to the center, then drawing your knees into your chest and just rolling back into your version of upside down. I don't want to call this shoulder stand. This is just the upside down. Whatever feels nice here. Going for that. And then very gently rolling down your spine. When your sacrum touches the mat, hold on to your right knee, let your left leg go straight. So we're going to come into a nice little lying twist. You can take both hands out to the sides if you like. Just let that right knee roll over the left. That's it. So less of a pose and more of a surrender. Gently, mindfully roll back onto that sacrum again. Straighten the right leg, left leg, just let it roll over the other side. Just noting any differences if there are any on each side. And then I just stay there if that feels nice, or coming into a shavasana of your choice. So if that's lying straight down or raising the chest or whatever it might be for you, allowing yourself that time, that space to surrender, letting just getting a buzz from the after effects of the practice. See how that feels in your body. Release and letting go. Nothing to do. Noticing your breath. How it knows exactly what to do. Starting to expand your inhale. Just enough to wake up the physical body, but keep that sense of calm. You might feel the rib cage expanding with the in-breath. And even when you're ready with your next inhale, you might take your arms up above your head and just reach behind you, just settling the body. Drawing your knees into your chest and rolling to your right hand side. Just let gravity take you. Surrendering into that, letting go again. Very gently, just push the floor away. Try to keep your eyes closed as you move back to sitting, just so you get a good idea of the transition, how that feels in your body as you come back up to sitting again. And then get a sense of that centeredness that we had at the very beginning. Spine being in the center of your body. Just tuning into that space in the middle. Being balanced. And then gently opening the eyes, and if it feels nice to slowly just fold forward a little bit and go for that. If not, you just stay sitting up. Welcome back. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice to read.